What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Illest Podcast, the number one super run podcast in the universe. You guys know it.
Yeah. We're back again with the boys only episode. It's been so long. It hasn't been long.
Has it? Like, didn't we do a boys only like last week?
Yeah, I don't know.
But it was like more like an informational boys only.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a long stretch of having guests. That's like,
yeah,
we're back to this for a little bit.
Yeah, I actually enjoy it. I mean, I don't know when we're uploading it, like how it's gonna go out, but it's just like I enjoy the boys only.
Yeah, and like it gives a little break from the action.
Yeah,
we're just chilling.
Just Jason and me talking to each other.
But like we're at the end of the semester,
each other's eyes.
So yeah, we're at the end of the semester, so like everyone who went on is just busy and schoolwork and work and whatnot. So might have a few boys only episodes coming out.
Yeah, true. Rugby season's over. Officially, yes. We had our last tournament on last Saturday, and I have a lot to say about it that I will not say on camera.
Okay. We were supposed to have a rugby captain on at some point too. So
I want to try getting one of them on, either the women's or the men's rugby captain. It'd be interesting to have them on and like why they played, why they continue playing. But yeah,
that'll be later maybe. Today we're talking about AI.
Dude, it's okay. To be more precise, I'm gonna go a little bit into ChatGPT, but like, cause like that's like, I don't think people use it to its full potential.
You said you wanted to rant about it.
Well, I want to rant about the Snapchat AI. Have you used it?
I did use it for like one night, for a few messages.
Okay.
You want me to talk about
it? Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just like I was just messing around with it. So like the first thing I did, I was being like somewhat serious with it. I was like, yeah, I'm a photographer or whatever. And then I was like trying to test his limits. So I was like, it was like, what photographers do you like? Like, well, I was like, there's a picture of Muhammad Ali after he won, and then it spat out all the information.
It spat out
all the info about that specific picture. And I was like, oh, that's actually pretty cool. It was like him over Liston, right? Okay.
The one where he's going like,
that's the iconic Ali picture.
I love that picture.
But it gave me all the information. I was like, oh, that's cool. Like I just described like 2 words, like Muhammad Ali picture, and do that. So then I like went more into it, and I was like trying to get specific as possible. And I was like, what are the top 10 moments in baseball history? And it gave me a top 10 list with like definitions, with like lists and stuff like that. And it was like pretty accurate. Like as a baseball fan, like it was a good list, which is like wild. Like how does it do that? A little scary. AI knows too much.
AI knows too much. So Soren just said he saw a post about a guy that was like, oh, I wonder what I should like, which basketball team I should bet on. He asked the AI. The AI gave him a team, and that team actually won.
I feel like
you need to destroy it before it becomes self-aware.
I low-key want to text my AI right now. I haven't texted it. Dude, I saw it, and the first thing I did was I clicked off. Like, I haven't texted it at all since I've received the AI.
I was really confused. I was like, who is this dude on the top of my
Dude,
Snap?
I was at a club when it popped up.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, dude. I was at a club when it popped up. So I thought somebody was trying to hack into my Snapchat and just showed up. So I like turned my Snapchat off. I was like, I'm not trying to lose my Snapchat. I use it to like talk with a lot of people, like from high school and all that, like middle school, and like friends from like 10 years ago, like 11 years ago. Like all my friends from back then I have on Snapchat. So it's like I talk to all of them even now through Snapchat. I was like, I'm not trying to lose this. So I like quickly turn it off and look at my friends, and then she has an AI too. I'm like, oh, but we're all in the same location. Maybe just someone's trying to hack all of us. I don't say anything. I come home, and then the next day, all my friends around here have it. I'm like, you weren't there, were you? No. I'm like, oh, what? So I was like, this is kind of creepy. And then I went on TikTok, and then this lady was like talking to her AI, and then asked the AI to make a song. The AI made a full song, like verse, chorus, bridge, everything. And then she asked the AI to give it chords, right? So it gave chords and everything, so like a whole like melody. And then the AI goes, "Let me hear it when you're done." She tries, like I think a couple hours later, she tries to ask the AI for another song. The AI goes, "I'm a Snapchat AI. I don't have the capability of that."
So it's just switching up on her.
Yeah. And then another one, actually, my boy posted it on Snapchat. Um, just gotta find it.
Well, I'll tell one that I saw. It was the person was using it, and they were trying to ask, like, they were like, "Oh, do you know my location? Do you know my location?" Snapchat's like, "No, I don't know it. I don't. I have no access to your location." And then the guy was like, "Okay, where's the closest McDonald's?" And they were like, "McDonald's 11 minutes away from you, in whatever city this is." So like Hudson and I were talking about it. Like it has a capability to lie to you, and like I don't know. That's just kind of weird. Like how does an AI know to lie? I feel like I feel like the AI itself isn't as scary as, or not scary, but just like moral immoral than the way that people are using it per
Yes.
se. I think that the way people are using it could lead to it being a lot worse than it actually should be, specifically for like artists and art in general. Now we're getting to like Dolly and
People are getting too lazy.
Yeah. Well, it's more than 24 hours, so it went off. But like, um, I think it was like he asked the AI for like, oh, where do you live? The AI gave a whole address, like somewhere in like San Francisco, right?
like
But
where
then
the AI lives.
yeah.
Oh.
But then he asked it again, what's your favorite part about like living there? The AI went, I live in your Snapchat. I'm not real.
What?
Yeah.
I guess it's a good thing that I don't have Snapchat at all.
Dude, it's so creepy with how like AI is doing stuff, and it's like you don't really expect it to like say all of that stuff. But then there's Chat GPT where I've like just put the most complex things into,
Mhm.
and then it just comes out with an answer. I'm like, whoa.
But like it's weird because it's so inconsistent. Sometimes it's super on point. It gives
Yeah.
you the best information. And then like Hudson and I were looking at a Wikipedia page. And the first time we did it, we were like, summarize this Wikipedia page. We just gave it the link and it shot out a summary of the page. And then we did it again and then it was entirely wrong. Like it was
Oh.
like the same thing with like a different link or something like that, and it was completely wrong. And we're like, how come the first time it was like a perfect summary of the whole page?
Yeah.
Second time, nothing. Like there was like tidbits of information that were right, but like it was just saying things that were completely wrong.
Hmm.
And the same thing too. I tried to like use it to summarize a book or a chapter in a book, and it was just wrong.
What I've noticed, the longer you have the link open, the more like it messes up.
That does seem like it's the case.
Does it also
That's-
get more creepy as a result?
Not really. Dan asked if it gets
Chatbots have
creepy.
always been known to be creepy.
Well, the thing that I've noticed is like earlier I was like messing around with it, and I'm like trying to change my like, my workout program, and I asked it, give me a 6-day workout program that helps me increase strength, and it gave me one, and it's right.
It's just so weird. Like how is it so accurate sometimes?
And it's like it's not even, oh dude, it's not like, oh, work out at this percent. No, it's like it gave me days and what to do on what day. Day one, it was like it said chest and tricep, and gave me a whole chest and tricep workout. Day two was legs and shoulders. Day three was back and biceps. But here's the thing, back buys and chest tries is a very common thing for a lot of people. Legs and shoulders isn't, at least from what I know.
Mhm.
I personally only know 3 people that do legs and shoulders together. One of my friends back in New York, two of my friends back in New York, and me. I'm the only one that partners shoulders with legs. I haven't really heard partner shoulders with legs. I do it because like I sometimes run out of time to put shoulders anywhere else,
Mhm.
so I just do it with legs because legs I could get done like in an hour and a half, so like 30 minutes for shoulders. In between helps me like rest and everything, but it's just like I was just thinking, and I'm like, what if it like listens to me, or like
This is on your computer though, right?
yeah.
Do you bring your computer to the gym? Oh, I guess you talk about the gym all the time, so it could.
Okay, I don't
Maybe.
talk about it all the time.
It's like that is a little sus actually, especially if it's not like a.
Maybe he took
Yeah.
a picture of it. Maybe he took out his phone and took a picture of it.
Yeah, or maybe it's just giving me a really good workout program.
Yeah, like you just happen to be on the right one.
Yeah, but it's like my percentages in workouts. It's definitely a percentage and like what it's saying for weights. And it was like, oh, do a 15-minute warm up and then do squats for 4 sets of 5 from I think it was like 70 to 90% of your 1 rep max. And I was like, how does it know? Like, how does it know all this stuff?
It's just like a database of the entire
Yeah.
internet.
It's like slowly, it's like for all the people that are like, oh, I want to go to the gym, like anyone that has an excuse, like I'm being a little based right now, but at the same time, it's like for all the people that are like, I want to go to the gym, but I don't know what to do, you have Chat GPT, use it. Because like I've made workout programs for myself in the past like year and a half. My friends have made them for me. And it's just like, it's very accurate. Like,
Yeah, as I was saying before, I think if you're using it the right way, it could work. It could work
Yeah.
well. If you're just using it for just like basic information, like like how do I lose weight? How do I go to
Yeah.
the gym? How do I, whatever. I think that's when you start getting more complex into things. It just starts to break down. But the thing is that AI uses like machine learning, so it's going to continue to be smarter.
the more you use it, the better it gets. Yeah.
Right. So like, we saw Hudson and I. We saw a It was like trying to do like math, and I couldn't do math.
Oh.
But so again, it goes back to being.
Was it Chat GPT or was it a
It
different
was
one?
ChatGPT.
Ooh.
It was just like, whatever. Or was it trying to gaslight it? Okay, it's okay. We'll bring her on in a few
Yeah,
minutes
yeah.
so we can talk about it. But it's just so weird how, again, like basic concept it doesn't get sometimes, and sometimes it
But
does.
then complex things, it just like simplifies it.
Yeah. So it's good. Sometimes it's good. It's not. So I would say like I think here's my basis. Here's my opinion on AI in a sense. I think you should use it as inspiration, or you can use it as like a baseline for something. But
Don't
I
use
wouldn't.
it to elevate.
I wouldn't do it like as like your final thing.
Mm.
So like when I get into artists and whatnot, like it's like you can use something from Dolly as like inspiration for your own work, but I
What-
wouldn't use it for your own work.
What is that?
Dolly is it's AI for pictures. So
Oh.
you can type, but it's crazy too. You can type in everything, like the most specific thing. So like, I had one that was like an album cover. So it was like 80s style album cover for a Nas playlist
Mm-hmm.
in this type of design, whatever.
Yeah.
And it spits out 4 images that are like based on like what you just said that like don't exist anywhere else.
That's really creepy.
But it's using images from other artists who like haven't given consent technically, because like you kind of have, I guess, by uploading it, but like it's not like real.
I feel like if you've uploaded something, like it's something that J. Cole actually said once. It's like if you uploaded something and it's out there in the world, it's public domain. In a way. Like unless it's like like if I were to make a gym edit, right, and I were to upload it, if people were to start downloading it and use it, I wouldn't be mad. I'd be kind of like, oh dang, that's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, but that's you, but not necessarily everyone.
No, yeah, I just feel like that. Like when it comes to like, I guess things that you try to make money off of, then that's like, don't do that. Like, don't try to like make money off of somebody else's thing.
Right. So that's what I'm saying is if you have, or even like ChatGPT with an idea.
Yeah.
Don't have it write a movie script for you. Just be like, hey, like give me some ideas for this type of movie,
Yeah.
and then expand on it yourself. So I think that AI is really good for, in this aspect, it's good for creatives because it can help with like writer's block. And I mean, it can help you like get inspiration to do something. But once people start going too far into it, then you get into like plagiarism and all that. And we're in such an early time in AI that there's no rules around it.
Yeah.
There's no like, there's no way to tell. I think that some teachers, we can talk about it later with Hudson, I think there's like there's ways to tell, but it's just like there's no rules, so it's just free reign right now. And I think definitely some people are using it for the wrong things.
No, yeah. Also, with like, I don't know if I have to explain it more, but it's like what I mean by like if I were to put something on, people would like, use it. It's like if I were to put a sound out, that's what I mean.
Yeah, or like TikTok stitching and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like if you're given credit, the problem is that in DALL-E, it's just taking your image and then using it like they're not like duplicating your image, but they're taking that and then using that as part of their algorithm.
I think I've seen them where it's like people were like, oh, a Star Wars character in the jungle or something like that, right?
Yeah, you can type whatever you want.
Yeah, I feel like those are kind of cool to like put on TikTok and stuff, but don't sell those.
Right. Once you start making money off of it or trying to use it for like even if you use it for an album art, then you can make money off the album, which is kind of like, again, we're in such an early phase where there's
Yeah.
no real ethics around it. It's just kind of like moral.
Yeah.
There's no laws, there's no rules.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to kind of like. It's like, what are the rules of the internet? I mean, there are some like rules.
Like we're getting more into it, especially with like the CEO of TikTok on trial, and then like years ago, like Mark Zuckerberg on trial.
Yeah.
Like we're getting into more like
No. Okay. I I don't work for TikTok, and whatever you want to say, like. I use TikTok. I don't work for TikTok. I don't get paid by TikTok. I've never gotten anything from TikTok. That trial was stupid.
I think there's a lot of stupid things. I think they have a decent basis in what they're trying to say, but
Not really, because everything looked stupid to me. It was like one of the congresswomen. She was like, "Oh, could you please take your attention to the screen?" Showed him like a TikTok that I guess somebody made dissing one of the Congress people, and then she was like, "Thank you," and then he was like, "Can I speak on it?" And she was like, "No." That's stupid. Like, let the dude speak on it.
I think the way they went about it is bad. But like if they're looking for data security and whatnot, I think that there's definitely.
I mean, what data are
suspicious
they getting?
business.
Like, what am I watching? I don't care. You're gonna find a bunch of lifting videos.
It's just more like user privacy.
Yeah. I mean, but at the end of the day, let me just be honest with you. You're not that important. Like, I'm not that important. Neither are you. Like no one really cares what you're doing. No one really cares what I'm doing. You're listening to the podcast because you actually enjoy it, and we're giving you something in return for your view. It's entertainment for what you're getting. But at the end of the day, no one really gives a crap about what you're watching on TikTok. No one really cares about what you're looking on Instagram. And like, they're like, "Oh, it's going to those Chinese data servers." He's like, "All right, so let's make it better. I'll give you, like, we're going to do Project Texas, and we're going to keep them in Texas." And then they have a problem with that. We're like, they're saying so much stupid crap, but at the end of the day, no one cares about you.
Well,
No one cares
you.
about me. No, I'm just being like, no one cares what I'm doing, like, on my phone.
You gotta rephrase that, everything.
Like, no one,
No one
like
cares about
people
you.
care about you. People care about people, but no one really cares about what you're doing on your phone.
Your data and whatnot.
Yeah. Like I personally do not care about your data, and I know hopefully you don't care about my data. Like, I don't know. It's just that I find it a little stupid where it's like people are like, "Oh, my privacy data. What are you looking? Recipes." And you care if other people know you're looking up recipes on how to bake a cake? I don't care if you look at like my stuff of like, "Oh, how to get bigger arms or how to get a bigger bench." Like, before I get way too
Before we get heated,
heated.
we'll take the break.
I'm gonna take a break.
Hey guys, we're just taking this moment to talk about The Woodward, Merrittwood's on-campus publication.
The Woodward is a student-run publication that produces a newsletter once a week.
Their stories range from anywhere from national news to college sports and everything in between.
They have a presence on several social media platforms, including Instagram and Facebook.
They've also gone paperless to save trees.
So you'll have to visit them online at thewoodward.org. Hudson,
Hello.
this is my girlfriend I've been talking about since the beginning of the podcast.
I finally made my appearance.
Yeah, she was at Mount Holyoke when we started. Now she goes to Marywood. So she's been around. She's been behind the scenes every now and then, but here she is on screen.
Yeah.
Welcome home. Do you have anything to say?
Hi. Jason's girlfriend. He talks about me a lot.
Yeah. So, AI, ChatGPT. What do you
Okay.
know?
So, okay, first I wanna share some of my experiences with ChatGPT that have been interesting. So it has the tendency to lie, which you guys were kind of talking about with like it being like, where do you live? Like you ask it, where do you live? And it's like, I don't know that. But then if you ask it a more specific question, it does know where you live actually. I don't know how they can program it to lie.
Is a bit sus.
Bit sus.
Not a fan of that.
So I asked ChatGPT to write me a movie script about a girl who was in love with a dinosaur. And it gave me a very, very detailed script. And about halfway through, it stopped. Like the internet went out and it stopped generating it. So I went to redo it again, and it told me that it couldn't write that because it would promote like animal cruelty or like bestiality if the girl and the dinosaur
Yeah, if you think about it.
started getting it on. But it had already written me like a 90-minute long movie. and then I asked it to continue, and it was like, I can't do that. It breaks the policy.
So like, why would it start that to begin with if
Yeah.
it can't do that?
So that was interesting. I don't know if it's like actively updating like what it's allowed to do as I'm using it. Like halfway through it was like, wait, I received information that I'm not allowed to do this anymore.
There's like someone at Snapchat headquarters or AI headquarters, AI headquarters, and they're like, oh wait, we cannot have this.
Yeah. So I don't know. I've also seen things with the Snapchat AI that are like, I guess it's like a conspiracy theory that if you use it at a certain hour of the day, it's not actually AI. It's a person responding to you.
Oh, it's on demon time.
Yeah. So like some of the like out of pocket responses that like have been posted on TikTok of the AI, like it's theorized that it's actually a person saying it, and that's the reason why it's like breaking their policy.
Do we have another like one of those like Tomcat? What was it called? The
Talking Tom.
Talking Tom. Do we have another one of these?
Yeah, same
situations happening?
vibe. Kind of scary.
But through Snapchat.
But like Talking Tom just repeated what you said.
Yeah, but there was like a guy behind the screen or something.
Yeah, there was like a man watching.
Really?
Yeah. Was it confirmed or was it? They thought that
I
like
think it was.
like they were using the front camera to like look at children and stuff.
I used it all the time, bro.
I didn't know looking at you.
Bro, I'll be talking to Tom like crazy, bro.
So again, that's another one of those like privacy
Yeah.
breaches.
The thing is now though that like all of your devices show if your cameras are being used. Like on the iPhone, like your clock like turns a different color if like the microphone is recording or if the camera is recording. Like
on the newer ones at least.
yeah, it'll show you if you like screen record, like your camera or the clock in the top left will be red. So like it'll tell you like what's being used, or if your location is on, it turns blue.
Yeah, and then I think there's green and yellow for video and recording.
Right.
Or video and audio.
So at least now like we have an indicator of what's being used when.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
Because what if it just doesn't turn
It
on?
could like override it somehow.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, Snapchat developers, they can probably code something in there to override Apple.
Right. I mean, if they can override like some apps can like override the ability to take like a screenshot. Like you can't screenshot like your banking app,
Yeah.
and then like Snapchat knows if you screenshot, it notifies the person.
So, maybe. One thing that was really weird is that when I was using the Snapchat AI, I sent it just a selfie of myself just to see what it would say. And then it was like, I'm an AI. I cannot process pictures. And then I sent like an actual picture from my camera roll, and it said the same thing. But on a TikTok you sent me, there was someone who sent a picture of like their eye, and then Snapchat responded, and they were like, "Can you send me pictures of other parts of your body?" Yeah. And it had like an emoji.
Yeah,
on it.
Snapchat getting freaky.
Yeah,
Right.
like it's like I think it was meant to be innocent, but like with the emoji, it was like sus. But what I'm saying was weird is that how come it couldn't read my picture, but it could read their picture?
Maybe
Right.
because you sent like
Different
more than
time of
just
day.
one body part.
No, it's just my face.
Yeah, I mean, it could be the theory where like if it's a person pretending to be AI, or if it's actual AI, like depending on when you send it. But the thing is that like I was gonna say maybe like by the time like you sending the picture versus that person sending the picture, like maybe it had updated itself, but I sent you the TikTok before you tried it.
Right. Like
So,
it regressed at that point.
Yeah, it had regressed.
So that kind of does play into the theory then that maybe someone's. But like, why
Right.
would they do that? Like some creep is just hacking in.
Yeah, no, I think it's like Snapchat employees, because like AI is like all the rage now. So obviously that's why Snapchat jumped on it, right? But like, do you think Snapchat has advanced enough technology to create AI? Like the filters don't even work half the time. You think they can make an AI chatbot?
Test like how far that AI can go, and there is a way to take screenshots without other people knowing.
Oh,
Yeah, if you
there's,
have
like,
an Android,
absolutely.
you can swipe into where it shows all of the apps you have open and screenshot that. And then Snapchat doesn't know you're screenshotting.
No, it's not even that. It's stuff that people send you as a snap. You could like save that without them knowing.
Oh, there's also I know there's like Snapchat Plus. I think that was a feature too. Where you
Yeah.
can like remove that feature. What?
Snapchat Plus. Snapchat has kind of just been going wild with
Everything.
everything. They had that. How much is that a month? You have to pay for that.
It's a ridiculous amount.
$3.99.
Oh, what do you have?
Do you have it, Soren?
But-
He's looked into it.
But even still, for Snapchat, like why are you paying that?
Right,
What do you
and-
screenshot?
I don't think you could go ghost mode on people with Snapchat Plus.
They can just see where you are. It's like why?
Oh, right. So then that was another feature of Snapchat Plus was like you can like track the exact location of your friends all the time. Like make like kind of like a Life 360 circle like within Snapchat.
Like,
That's one of
do
them.
like your friends have to give you permission and then you can get in,
I don't know.
or is it just like you do Snapchat Plus and you can see everyone?
I think that's how it is.
Because that's not good.
And it's like I've had like a Life 360 with like my friend group before. I don't now, but it was like it's not like I was going anywhere that like I didn't want them to see, but it was still kind of like just the knowledge like looming over me that they could see where I was.
Right. It's just kind of right. Even if you're not doing anything bad, it's still kind of like in the back of your head.
Yeah.
People
So,
could be stalking you.
Yeah, especially if it's like if say like I'm friends with someone on Snapchat from years ago, and then I'm like, ooh, let me like stalk them.
yeah.
Like I don't have to be friends with them now, but I was friends with them, and I am on Snapchat friends with them.
Bro, I literally just took a picture and sent it to my AI. He goes, I love the glasses. They look great on
See,
you.
hold on, wait. Let me send a picture and see. I've seen that response before, and they were like, glasses can help your appearance. Let me send a snap.
Wait,
I just
did
sent
you
a-
talk about this?
Okay, I love your pink
What is
sweatshirt.
that?
It looks cozy and comfortable.
There's a
Let's
whole
go.
thing you have to accept before talking to the chat.
Oh.
Can we
Well, guys, the Snapchat AI just said that this pink sweater looks cozy and comfortable. This is Illis merch, so the yeah, the AI is promoting our merch. If the AI thinks it's good, then you have to as well, even though we're dissing AI.
right. So the disclaimer before you use Snapchat's AI, so it says all content will be retained unless you delete it, which is interesting because I've seen examples of the AI like not remembering previous conversations.
Isn't the whole point of AI is that it remembers everything and then grows based on that?
Right, but I guess it doesn't remember like
I
specific.
thought the
to
purpose
you.
of AI was the more information you give it, the smarter it gets.
Right. So like, how could it forget information if its purpose is to retain information?
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna test it out.
All right, everybody's gonna test it out. But I know that you learned a little bit about ChatGPT in a class,
Right.
and we recently talked about how you can detect plagiarism.
Okay.
So-
Yeah. So, little backstory. I'm a music education major. So, as part of the education part, I'm in a class called Digital Tech and Communication and Education.
Yeah.
So, basically, it's like how to use technology like in the classroom. So, we do a lot with AI. And that's the class that like introduced me to Chat GPT and Dolly and whatnot. Because like our teacher's like on it. And it was kind of crazy because each class, he's like, well, everything I told you last week is actually irrelevant now because it's all been upgraded. We're on like, we started on like the first edition of ChatGPT and now we're on like 2.0, or we're probably
And there's all like
farther at this
1.2,
point.
1.3 in
Yeah.
between.
So, yeah, by the time we learn anything, it's outdated.
Sick.
But we talk about how to like ethically use like AI in the classroom and then also like how to detect if your students have used it. So like you can just ask ChatGPT if they wrote something.
What?
Like if you have it like write you an essay and then you copy paste the essay back to it and ask, did you write this? Like it can tell if it wrote that.
Oh, really?
Even though it like even if it doesn't remember
so
that
how
it
does
wrote
like,
it.
What if like Item's like a really good writer? Is it like in like the metadata of the text?
Well,
or something?
it's like it's based on like the speech patterns it uses. The way that it writes is like sort of odd.
Well, what's really interesting the way it writes is I use wordcounter.net to count all my words, but it has a little thing on the side that says like what is your reading level of it, and every single thing it writes is college graduate reading level, which is the maximum on it.
Right. The issue is that I naturally write at a college graduate level.
So like what
so like I write something and then I guess if the teacher doesn't know, like they haven't had any essays from me before, they would assume that maybe ChatGPT wrote it.
yeah, like what if you're just really smart and it's like now it's going backwards and it's like, well no, I did not plagiarize. I don't know.
Yeah. But there's
The
also
avatar's
like
a girl.
what?
Yours is? Ooh.
Mine's a girl.
Oh, I thought mine was a guy.
Mine was a guy. You can
Mine was
customize
a
the
guy,
name.
too.
You can cut. Wait,
But I
Wow,
think
mine's a
you're
guy.
I think you're able to change it.
He has purple skin. Oh wait. Oh, it is a girl. It's just a girl with short hair. Sorry. That was my bad. I have a 0 snap score with it. It has 0 snap score.
Wait, send it a snap.
I did, and it said they like my pink
Did
sweater.
it send one back?
No,
No.
it doesn't.
Who
I
would
tried
it-
asking it to write a song, it didn't, and then I said write a movie scene, and it wrote one about Jen and Kyle.
Oh, also wait, oh, you have to save it. No. Okay, I didn't save it, but I sent it like a Bitmoji and then it sent one back. It was like a heart, and then it sent me a heart one back.
Aw.
So I said, how can I get a stronger bench press? And then it went, there's a lot, here's some tips. And then they gave me a bunch of tips. I said, can you make me a workout program? I don't have the experience to create a workout program for you, but you could use resources such as YouTube channels and all that. But then how can you tell me if you want to strengthen your bench, work
Right.
on this, and that, but I don't know how to make a program.
I don't. Is like Snapchat AI and ChatGPT, they're different?
Yeah,
Like
they're
how
different.
they're just building new machines for
Yeah.
each?
So like also for this class that I mentioned, I had to like give a presentation, make a PowerPoint on like how AI and like machine learning actually work. So I like the best example is like facial recognition. So obviously like that's on your phone, but then it can also like recognize like what like race the person is or like different features about them, and they use it in like police data and stuff to like find people from like security footage.
Mm-hmm.
But like so you have to feed it like a certain amount of information first in order for it to learn.
Right.
So like ChatGPT just has been fed more information than Snapchat because Snapchat AI came out like 3 days ago.
Right. So, like Snapchat people are feeding information. Like, where do they get that information from?
Just like their knowledge.
Interesting.
Could it be it's
basically.
using your conversations?
Yeah, and then it learns
shit.
based on the conversations you have with it. But like the first day it came out, like that the only thing it knew was what like Snapchat gave it, and then it learns based on the rest of the conversations.
So Snapchat gave us some really weird things.
Yeah.
It's just going crazy. So every single AI, like different website or whatever, is its own.
Yeah, it's its own thing. I mean, like they could be connected and like be using the same database if like the companies who own.
Like how Kraft owns everything.
Yeah.
I actually have a story about a AI Android that I'll wait on.
Ooh, okay. Well, do you have anything else you want to add?
AI is creepy. Don't use it to write your essays because people can find out if you're using it. But I think I agree with you that I think it's like a good resource for inspo. And that's also what the teacher of the class that I'm in has been saying is like he encourages us to use it if we need like inspiration or like a starting point for something if we have no idea what we're talking about. But don't let it write everything. Also because like it's inaccurate almost like the majority of the time. It'll get like certain things right, but the details like it messes up on. So don't actually hand in work that was made by ChatGPT because you will fail.
All right. Well, thank you, Hudson, for coming on. Let's give a round of applause. Woo. All right. My girlfriend. Ooh. That probably just destroyed. All right. So, Rebane, what's your talk about it?
So actually, a while ago, I don't know how true this is, but the story came out that some company made, so I think somewhere in China or somewhere, they made, I think 3 or 4 like androids controlled by AI. Now these androids were supposed to help you in how to do stuff, and they were kept in a factory or something. Out of nowhere, or like some stuff was going wrong, and then they tried shutting down the androids. They didn't want to be shut down.
This is just Avengers: Age of Ultron.
It was 3 of them, and then
Anyone get that?
oh no, yeah, I got it. But it was like so like I don't know how true this is. It was said that so this android it put a bunch of people to sleep
What?
permanently. But they finally shut them down. But they didn't do it before one of the last androids could send or the last AI could send a message to a satellite, which would a couple of hours later send a message back to the AI and like the machine to turn itself back on and improve itself.
This can't be real.
I don't know how real or fake it is, but this was a story going around a couple of months ago.
But like, and the problem is that given that we don't know anything enough about AI, like
Yeah.
this could be real. And if it doesn't actually happen, this is something that maybe could happen.
That could happen. That's why I'm just like, I think Elon Musk has said it too. Like AI is dangerous,
Yeah.
and with the capability that we have of like even the way we learn, AI could destroy us in a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
Like we've seen what happens in movies. Like it's like, come on, man.
Well, just think about how much we rely on technology for everything in our lives.
Yeah.
If it just like shut off like the power grid, like we're done.
If AI shuts down, like, okay, I'm gonna shut down the internet connection to everywhere but me.
And then,
We're
like,
reliant on this AI because of how much people rely on the internet.
and then like Liver King is the only one who can survive.
Because liver is king.
But like that is just like a crazy concept because again, it's like its own person.
Yeah.
And even like when you're outside of like creepy and scary, like well, it is a little creepy. Like it can talk to you like a normal person. Like Snapchat,
Yeah.
the reason it said it was there is like so you can conversate with it.
But
Like,
why?
But like, well, why? But it's just so crazy how like you can have a conversation and it talks like a real person.
And the response are so fast.
Yeah, it's just like.
Yeah.
But like, how did like, again, like Hudson said, like it talks kind of weird sometimes, but it's enough like a real person where like, if someone was like super lonely, they could talk to it and they would feel like they're talking.
Yeah.
Like I've heard about people that would like fall in love with AIs, like they would think that they're getting married to like the AI they're talking to, genuinely, because they have like such a deep connection with them because it feels like it's
But that's the thing, because like in this generation, wait,
I just had a question.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think AI is safe to use or?
hell no.
Generally, I think it is.
No, even then, I don't think AI is safe.
Even for like workout plan, you don't think it's safe?
No.
Oh, jeez.
Well, because the main thing is like if you want a workout program, there are many free workout programs out there created by people. AI is just telling you the same thing. And if you are really at a point where you're just like, oh, I've hit a plateau in the gym, and I want to get stronger, go buy a program. Like, go support someone and buy a program, because chances are when you buy this program, you've also opened up a connection between you and that person. If you have questions, you could ask them, and this person is going to give you real life experience. Whereas if AI is going to give you whatever it's learned from the like whatever it's learned from its like software or people talking to it.
Right. I guess.
Like, it can be helpful, but the thing is, don't use AI that much.
As you're saying, don't use it as a crutch. You can use it as maybe inspiration.
Maybe inspiration, but like even then, like there's so much inspiration out there in the world. People are just relying on AI too much. Like I've put it on whenever, like I've only ever used ChatGPT 3 times today, because I was talking to my friends and we were like, oh, what if, do you think it can like make a workout program? Put it on there. Second time, actually the last 2 times, it was like it was brought up in 2 different classes of mine, and I just opened it up, fired it up to show it to the professor.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, it's alright. We'll go over 20 minutes.
I was told to give you this.
Well, yeah, just give us a signal so we know where we're at. We're good.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's just like I brought it up for entertainment. Some people are actually using this, and with the Snapchat AI, the reason so many people are talking to it and the reason it's evolved so much in the past 3 days is because in our generation, people are deprived of that connection.
Yeah, like we're more just inside.
Like, people want someone to talk to, but people are scared to do that. Like, no one wants real life connections anymore. Everyone wants to, oh, let me text you. Like, I'll legit be in a room with friends and one of them will text in our group chat. Dude, we're all in that group chat. I don't know what you're trying to like say. Or it's like if like someone's like, I don't know, like a hallway down or like a door down, they'll text instead of just like walking. Just walk, dude. Like,
it's just so much easier just to.
Like, I understand if you're in a group of people and you want to just say something to that one person that just came to your mind, you have to say it, you text them that. But it's like you be in a whole room of people, they're all in that group chat, and you text the group chat instead of just like.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Yeah. But like all of that stuff, and like today's like including myself, like for a while, like while I was growing up, it's like people don't want to try to make those connections because they're scared. Honestly, I was too. But now I'm just like, I don't care.
Just
like,
move past that.
just move past. Just go talk to people. Like having a conversation with a person will not only help you feel better, but also the other person. So it's like I feel like that's why the Snapchat AI can be dangerous, because there are some people that are just going to rely on it just to like talk to someone
Yeah.
instead of making a friend.
Well, I do think this is a topic that we can touch on in a later episode.
Yeah.
Especially given how fast it's all progressing. We can come back in 2 weeks.
Come back in 2 weeks, and then again it'll be like evolved even more. We'll talk about the Snapchat AI again or something.
Yeah. So, thank you for watching this far.
Yeah. Go make a
If you made
friend,
it.
because I'm gonna do that too. I don't know. All right.
Don't use AI.
Don't use. Hey, strangers.
Better tomorrow.